from London, England, man, to be on with me. So what time is over there right now, brother?
It's 4:03 here. It's that early in the morning.
Man, 3 past 4, man. Uh, you know, I'm normally I'm just turning over, man. I'm just turning over in the bed. So you seen that the Eiffel Tower in Paris and everything like that?
The Eiffel Tower is France. I mean, I've been to France once. I've been to Disneyland Paris, but on a school trip. This is when I was a little boy. It was when I was a kid. But I haven't been to the Eiffel Tower before previously. No, I haven't been to Eiffel Tower.
Wow. So man, the PIC TV Network again. We on in different countries, man. But when we have people on like you, to showcase where you from, man, we on in Brazil, France, Argentina, Nicaragua, United States, Colombia, Puerto Rico, Guatemala, United Kingdom, Germany, Panama, Ireland, Peru, Chile, and the rest of the United States, man. So London, England is here for the world,
Yeah,
man.
man.
We're
Right here
here
on
for
PIC
the
TV. Are we live being streamed on TV now?
Yeah, we're beaming them. I'm beaming live, man. We got some people commenting and saying hello, man, from London, England, to have you live. I couldn't miss this opportunity, man. I couldn't miss
Oh,
it, man.
thanks, man. I was send the link out to people. Where can they access this? Is it just on Instagram or is it on PIC TV? Is there a website PIC TV they go on and can access
Yeah.
it?
PIC TV Network website, man. I'll send you the website and let me pull it up for you right quick so you can see it. So all over the world, man. We excited, man. You're part of our family now, man. You locked in now. We got London, England with us, and the world needs to know, man, that you're connecting with PIC TV Network. So again, we got some fall shows coming up. And this is our website. Our website is right there, www.pictvnetwork.com. So people can see it. We also on Facebook too. Facebook, YouTube. We have a YouTube, the PIC TV Network there. But so tell us about, man, a little bit of London, England before we go, man. How long you been in London?
Right, I was born in London in England. England is in London. There's a lot more places in England, but I've travelled to outside. I've lived outside of London. So when I was studying at university, I went to live somewhere called Southampton, which is outside of London, not too far, but it's outside of London. And then I went to Luton, and to finish off studying. I've been to Bedford. I've been to various places in London, and I recently, a couple of years ago, well, a year and a half ago, I was in the Gambia, which is part of my second book about my time that I spent living in the Gambia. I'm only in England temporarily at the moment. I'm here temporarily until I go back to Africa. I'm planning to go to not Gambia. I was in Gambia previously, but I'm going to Zambia this time because I've got friends. I've got connections out there. So I'm in London at the moment. But when you're broadcasting, probably 2-3 months time, you're going to be broadcasting me from Zambia, because I'm going to be somewhere else. But that's how it goes in terms of international international reach. With technology now, it doesn't matter anywhere you're in the world, as long as you got a connection, you can broadcast live.
Yeah, so I can't wait, man. So not only are you going to help us in London, England, man, you're going to be able to go overseas, man, to Africa, man. And that means when you go, PIC TV Network goes, man. We can't wait to show your shows, man. We were talking about the show. Hey, let everybody know your name, man, and your name.
Yeah, my name is Makonnen Sankofa. I'm an author. I guess you want me to give me a brief introduction into myself. So myself, I'm an author. I've written 2 books. My first book I read is over 2 years ago now. Is in May 2019. Is my first book.
The Dark Myth Research Project on Artificial Intelligence.
And that was the book. Sorry, that was me. I'm playing from your. I'm looking at your website at the same time.
Way more than a weekend where you listen.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, now it's gone. If you know, it's playing the sound from the website. But so that was I released my first book, The Rise of Rastafari: Resistance, Redemption, Repatriation, and I believe I've got the book with me somewhere.
Yeah, so everybody watching my brother all the way from London, England. We met on Clubhouse, had to beam him in, yes, sir. We got to get that book, man. We're gonna do a full interview with you, man, because everybody got to see this book, man. Let me put the.
So this is my first book, Rise of Rastafari, and then this is my second book, Life in Gambia, the Smiling Coast of Africa. So I'm author of both of these two books. So my first one I read was this one, The Rise of Rastafari, Resistance, Redemption, and Repatriation, and Life in Gambia, the Smiling Coast of Africa. Both of them are available on Amazon. And in terms of like the books, so the first book I read, The Rise of Rastafari, that basically just gives an overview of the history of the Rastafari movement. So it dispels a lot of the misconceptions that people have. People a lot of times think it's more like see it as like a hippie movement, or see it as like just people that have got locks and listen to reggae and smoke ganja and everything, but they don't understand the history behind it. And basically what this does, it explains exactly what Rastafari is, why it started in the Jamaica 1930s, basically, and what was happening at the time as well, and why this kind of a movement that was very anti-systematic, it rose about because of obviously, I'm going to talk now, say America, you guys in America, you obviously, slavery, you guys were taken, like descendants of the Africans were taken from Africa to the Americas, but it's us that are in England, it's like us from West Africa, we were taken to the Caribbean, and then from the Caribbean later on, we came to England in like say the 40s and the 50s with like the Windrush generation. So when we're talking now, say from the Caribbean perspective, we're talking about post-slavery. We're talking about slavery and then post-slavery, and still very much like the reclaiming African history and African culture and identity through obviously through slavery. A lot of our culture, our language, things were stripped away from us. So in terms of still being in a colonial period in 1962, until 1962, Jamaica was still a colony, was still not independent. It didn't get independence until 1962. So when you're talking about the kind of the inferiority complex that was in Jamaica of things African are backwards and things white are good, and basically the Queen of England, who was the head of state, and they were taught to worship the King George and the Queen of England, and that kind of British values, and all of these things that were embedded in our people. So to get people to then think about being African and being black, that was very, very revolutionary concept at the time, because to this day, a lot of people from the Caribbean islands still refute. They're more proud to represent the island rather than the African heritage. I mean, Peter Tosh says it in his song. No matter where you're born, where you come from, you've got the identity of African. And Rastafari has really been the vanguard in terms of getting people to really recognize that we are Africans, and not just recognize it, but being proud that we are African, and saying that, look, even we should look towards going back and repatriate, following on from the legacy of Marcus Garvey. Marcus Garvey set up the Universal Improvement Association African Communities League, and his mentor was "Up you mighty race, you can accomplish what you will." And a lot of the teachings of Garvey is basically what kind of gave a lot of the foundation for Rastafari, because Marcus Garvey, he'd been an activist saying to black people to go back to Africa to repatriate, and trying to build self-esteem of black people. And his organization had millions of black people all over the world, and they had different businesses. And in terms of Marcus Garvey for Rastafari, not only was he a great Pan-Africanist, but he was also saying that we have to look, if we're looking at any kind of image of a king or a god or whatever, but we need to look within ourselves. And we need to look at ourselves as a people, instead of deifying or heroizing other people or other races. It needs to come within. And so when Haile Selassie was crowned in 1930, it was very important, because everywhere at the time was in colonial, it was colonized in Africa. So you have then an African king who's become a king of the only independent state which you've got in Africa. So that was very, very significant at that time when Haile Selassie was crowned Emperor of Ethiopia. Ethiopia to this day has still never been colonized. It's only been briefly occupied. So the significance of Haile Selassie in terms of black people having then a remembering of our history and our culture long before slavery, because what slavery done was wiped out the sense that we had a history. So when we was able to then look at Selassie, was able to say that, you know what, we had a history before that, which goes into Egypt, which goes into the Great Zimbabwe, which goes into, you know, Nyabingi, which goes into Mama, which goes into a lot of these things. The first university in Timbuktu, which predated slavery. So this is just a little bit a taster of my book. I could go on and on, but I'll be speaking for the next hour and a half. But that's a little taster in my first book, The Rise of Rastafari.
Man, I love it, man. You know, for you to be on live from Washington, D.C. to London, England, man, and to beam us in and to take time out. You know, it's almost 4 a.m. there, but you to come on, man, and I can't wait till you come on PIC TV Network. We're gonna be beaming shows, man, this fall with you on. You know, we're already talking about some things popping off with our network. You doing podcasts, you got some show ideas for this fall, popping all the way live from London, England. PIC TV Network world, this is big. This is really big. We have 60 channels on. Now we are officially on in London, England, live tonight with my brother popping and rocking. Man, this, you know, how do you love our network, man? We have inspiration, education.
What kind of shows do you have on your network? Do you have like a variety of different kind of shows, or is it a particular genre?
Oh man. If I can do something crazy that I've never done before, I'm going to try to do something crazy. So just bear with me, and I'm going to show you something. I'm going to take my screen, and I'm going to shoot it over, and I'm going to show you quickly about some of the shows we have on PIC TV Network. I don't know if you can see all of these, but we have movies, shows popping and rocking. Let me try to see if I can see this. We have movies, we have beauty channels, we have cooking channels, we have all of these channels. These are on the PIC TV Network.
Yeah, it's like a proper TV. Well, like it's almost like a we call it Skyhead. It's like a satellite kind of where you have loads of different channels on top of So you're literally your own network, which has got a variety of different channels within.
Yeah, we have our own network. When you see all of these channels on, literally, these are our channels that we have on PIC TV Network.
So you see that in terms of like my author program now, how would it fit into? What kind of particular channel would it fit into PIC TV?
Yeah, so like we would create a channel for you. Like all of these channels that you're seeing right now, these are ours. The channels that you see on this network right now, these are our channels. So you see the food channel, the on-demand channel.
So I could literally then have an author channel if I wanted to.
Exactly. For all of these are our channels on PIC TV Network. So when you see these channels, we created these channels, shows, these programs that you see right now. Now I never showed this like this before, right on our network. But I just wanted to do this for you since you came up. Now I'm literally showing you our channels that we have on our network. These are our channels. So you're talking about cooking, golf, sports, talk shows, real estate.
Flexibility as well, so like, because also then I say, for example, I could do the author, but if I wanted to do another program as well, I could do another program on like another, or I could do more programs. I've got my webinar, but I could have other programs as well.
Yeah, you can do almost anything you want, anything you like to do on television. We have the capability to do it on the PIC TV Network, so you're not limited to one thing. You know, you can be on several things on PIC TV Network.
Well, I got a degree in journalism, so I'm using. I've obviously used it for my book, but I can use it. Obviously, I'm used to being public speaker, so my presenting skills will come in. You check on YouTube. I was part of something called Blagsit in when I was in Gambia. This is my second book now about my time when I was in Gambia. And when I was in Gambia, I worked with a lady called Judith Ryan, and we had over 20,000 subscribers on YouTube in the 3 months I was there. It was, I think it's gone over to 50,000 now. But basically, what we did is I went to Gambia. I'd been to Gambia twice previously. This time I went for 6 months And whilst I was over there, I was in contact with a lady called Judith. We're both from the UK. We knew of each other, but we hadn't met until we was in Gambia. But we came up with this channel because we thought it would be good to basically showcase things in what's going on in Gambia, because there's a lot of people that have repatriated from England and moved back to Africa, and then to give people insight, because people still have got the propaganda about Africa, that they think that Africa is backwards, jungle and all this kind of thing. So to kind of debunk that, we said we went to places. So we went to medical centers, we went to schools. I gave lectures. You can see on my YouTube channel. I've got a YouTube channel. I gave lectures in schools. I would even maybe even play it on PIC TV, my lecture when I went to schools and gave talk. We went to businesses and promoted Gambian businesses. And it was basically like an 80s. I met the president's brother of Zambia. We went to his naming ceremony, and we did so much on that YouTube channel. And I mentioned it in my book as well. And that within itself was just amazing. And maybe I might even speak to Judith, the lady that I did the show with as well. Maybe you might even get some of those clips playing on PIC TV Network as well, because that was some great content that we had there.
Oh man, I mean, anything you want to do, man. You're beaming us in from London, England. How can I say no for anything, man? We over there live in person with you. Your show ideas, your programs. Again, the timing is right, because right now we're planning on our fall shows. We're brand new for fall shows. We're trying to get people to understand that when we have a network like we have now, we need fresh ideas. We need people like you from London, England, to come on, and so we can beam it over there. We in Washington, D.C. This digital link that we have right now is popping and rocking live from London, England. Man, I'm on top of the world, man. I'm on top of the world, bro.
I said it's like the perfect timing, because obviously I've got a big network in UK, and also not just in UK. I've got friends in Nigeria, I've got friends in Gambia, I've got friends in different places in the world. But it's perfect because I was looking for more places to expand my network from. Obviously, I've got the webinar, I've got my radio shows that I do, and I was looking for like a TV network. That was my next step. That I wanted to go on to TV. So now this opportunity with being part of PIC TV, the TV network, that for me as well, that's basically perfect. And then having the flexibility to possibly have more shows and more content, that's good, because I've got a database of authors that just want to be want to be showcased. So for me, it means that's another something else that I can also add to how I run my business, that I can leverage that and say that I've got exposure on PIC TV Network, where you can get X amount of viewers as well. So I said it works both ways. You're getting great content, and in the same way I've got more viewership or other ways that I can help to get my business going as well.
Yeah, I mean, with 60 channels, man, why not have a London, England beaming in live? I mean, that's not hurting us. With 60 channels, we have enough for everybody. We like an airport and control tower that we have everything. We own the network. We own every channel. We own everything. So all we need to do is have people like you who have show ideas, programs. And again, I'm the president of the PIC TV Network, and the green light is on, man. So let's get this thing going, man. I'm just so proud for you coming on and being in the spotlight tonight, all the way from London, England, making us look good, man, over here in the USA. And we partnership and we collaborating. We're coming together to do something great on the PIC TV Network.
And that's what it's all about. I mean, having the connection. See, my webinars, Black Box webinar, I'll explain how it started, because obviously you had the COVID pandemic period, which meant that people had to stay at home. And it was a year last year, May, since I released my first book, The Rise of Rastafari. And I wanted to do an event to celebrate that. And but because of COVID, I couldn't do that because everyone was at home. So what I decided to do was a webinar. And I got the idea of this because I was part of an organization in Luton called Luton Black Men Community Group. And we put on an event that month, which was a webinar, and it was about investing in Africa and people who have got other tour companies or things you can get involved with tangible in Africa. And we had different speakers that came on and talked about someone from Zimbabwe, someone from Ghana, someone from Gambia, Zambia, different countries, talking about what they do, how they're connected to Africa, and what you can get involved in. And I took that concept, but thought, you know what, well, I'm an author. Let me do a webinar now with authors talking about their books. So I launched my first one in May 2020, and it's just a one-off event. But because of the success of the event, and everyone loved it, and I felt good about it, and then it was attended well, and I was then decided to do it the next month. And then it just grew from there. It started off as authors that I knew from UK, and then it went to authors that I didn't know. Then it went to international. Now, sometimes I have more authors from USA than I have from UK that come on my platform now. And
Wow.
like I said, they love it because it's obviously we're giving the authors a different market in the UK, and then we're tapping into that market in USA. So I always say to authors that come on my platform is that don't particularly in the UK, don't see yourself as just an author from like UK. See yourself as an international, worldwide author, because you have, particularly in the UK, because we're smaller in numbers than you guys in USA. So in UK, particularly black authors, we're a smaller percentage. We're only, say, about 2-3% of the population. So we're only like a couple of million, 2-3 million. We're a small percent. Yeah. So in terms of the numbers, there isn't as much of us as there is in, say, USA. So USA is actually a bigger market for us to market our books anyway. And don't just pocket yourself and say the UK market when you've obviously got USA, you've got Caribbean, you've got other places. So I try to get my authors to see themselves as international authors. And yeah, it's been every single month I do these events, but normally it's on a Sunday between 4 and 7, and I've had over almost 150 authors of African Caribbean heritage that come on my platform, some from UK, some USA, Caribbean, Africa, and they just talk about their books. People have got a variety of different books. Sometimes people have got children's books, some people have got history books, some people have got culture books. People have got different stories to tell, and that's what I love, people being able to tell their stories. And what my platform is unique is it gives people the opportunity to preview the book before they buy it, because not everyone, sometimes they don't just want to buy a book if they just see a book. So what the 15 minutes, what the time does is it gives people an insight into the authors, so they can build a relationship, a connection with the author, so they can then feel that they know the author better, and they've got that relationship. And also it's like a preview of the book, because they can then get insight what the content is. So you preview before you buy it, and that's what listening to them 50 minutes of the authors that they speak, it does. It gives you that time to preview before they buy the book. And then if you want to buy it, and if you don't, for people that don't buy it, some people you can just watch the show. It's a great show because you're still going to be learning. The three things that why I say in my webinar is educate, inspire, and entertain. It needs to educate our people with the knowledge, inspire our people. It doesn't have to be to write a book. It could be inspire you in your life, or inspire you, and entertain, because it's a program, it's a show as well. So those are the three values that we work with.
Wow, man. I'm so excited, man. I mean, I'm gonna have to let you get some rest, man, and we're gonna come back and do part 2. I can't wait. We collaborate, we celebrate you. Our goal is to have 1 million viewers by this Black Friday. And with you coming on from London, England, over there, man, do you guys have a Best Buy, Target, Walmart, Amazon, right? You have a Best Buy, Target.
We've got a say that again.
You have a Best Buy, Target, Walmart, Amazon.
Amazon UK. We have a Walmart in some places, but it's not really as big like it is in UK. But we've got Amazon UK.
Yeah. So all we want you to do, we want you to get the Roku, so everybody over there can watch it, man. I mean, on the screens everywhere. We got the website, but we want everybody to watch it, on the big screens over there, because we over here in the United States, we on in barbershops, nail salons, beauty parlors. We on in homes. Roku has 53.6 million viewers around the world. And with you coming on from the UK, and it just makes us even broader, we're live. Everybody's watching us right now. This is our first time coming on live from London, England. Now, we have people that we met in Clubhouse who partners with us. We have Allison, who's from the London, and others who from London. But you're the first one we have over there live, beaming it in live right now. Why you should be asleep, brother? It's 4 o'clock in the morning. 4 o'clock in the morning.
And you know, as I'll say to you, I'm still going to be up. You know, it's because my time is like the other way around, because it's like I communicate so much time with people from United States over there. It's like in the day I'm sleeping and I'm up in the night, and with Clubhouse and everything, I'm working. You have to work around your business, isn't it? So I'm working around like that. But I love what you're doing in PIC, and I like the concept of the network, even though it's not so it's a whole, like a network that you've got, or I don't know how you present it, whether it's a black-owned network or it's just a network, how you try to...
Yeah, we're African-American owned. I'm black. I don't think you can get no darker than this, man. I'm black. I'm black owned, man. So
So do you have like obviously... Is it like exclusive, or do you try to focus on black, but you have everyone?
No. We have people from all walks of life. We collaborate with all race, creeds, colors, religions, backgrounds. So I'm just happen to be the president of the network, the founder of the networks, the CEO, who is black, African American. But we do not discriminate. We welcome anybody from all walks of life. Matter of fact, we have Patty from New York. She's Spanish. We have Kimberly. She's from Virginia. She's Caucasian. We have a lot of people from different backgrounds. You know,
that's right. Yeah, I mean,
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, you want the main thing is great content, great program, and you know, my platform is like, for example, my platform is focused on authors, so authors of African Caribbean heritage. But whoever's like wants to attend or watch it, so to broadcast. Because sometimes we'll have Caucasian people, we'll have Asian people. They want to buy books from. They want to know where they can get books from black authors. I used to sell Black history books, and sometimes I used to get like loads. Sometimes you used to get more customers who are white that come and buy my book. So it's open for other people. It's just the authors that I have that are African Caribbean heritage, because there needs to be more awareness and more exposure. But then in terms of attending people, we're welcoming to people attend from, again, all walks of life that can can see value in terms of what we do.
Yeah, that's what we are, man. You know, I believe the universe, we have to collaborate and work together. You know, we're facing a pandemic, and that's what we're going to get into when we talk again real soon. Matter of fact, I'm gonna give you a link for our news channel. We come on the news tomorrow, 9:30 DC time. What time is it going to be there in London, England? 9:30 DC time.
What time you What time? Are you CST or EST? I know how to work with those better.
We Eastern Standard Time.
Eastern Standard Time. I'm trying to think. Okay, well, I normally do my webinars at 4 o'clock, and it's normally Eastern Time of 10 o'clock. So I think you're 6 hours behind, if I'm correct. So we're 6 hours in front of you. So if it's 9:30. I think that'll be about probably 3:30 English time.
Okay. Yep, you're right. You're right. About 6:30. Hey, I got a special treat for you, man. Let me show you. We have a young lady from England that she is on our team, Allison. I'm going to see if I can just. We've never done this before, so bear with me as we bring Allison on the screen from London, England, as she talks a little bit. Watch this. Let me get the volume up a little bit for you. This is Allison.
Service systems and the National Health Service for medical, for them in the medical field as well. And so growing up in London, you had that sense of community. You had that sense of, as they say, it takes a village. And we definitely were a village, our tribe, because you had people that knew each other from back in Jamaica that lived in neighborhoods. They came together, and the way that it was when my parents and grandparents first moved over to the UK, it was that one person had a house and he would have multiple families living in that house. And then as each family saved up and were able to buy their own home, then they moved out. And that is how everybody really came together and helped each other get their start in the UK. And so here we are today. Fast forward, we have many generations now born in the UK, because we have like our children, and some of us, our children have children. And it's just one of those things where we do try to keep hold of our roots and where we're coming from and our culture. We know that we are blessed to have that and be part of another culture in Europe. So that really was a bit about my growing up in the UK, in London, born and raised.
Wow, that's exciting. You know, I've been in Washington, D.C. all my life. My wife has been to London with some. So, you know, I was just like, man, wanted to show you that right quick. And have you on, man, to let you know you got some help, man, from London, England.
You know what? She's similar to me because she's got Caribbean background as well. So what she says is exactly what I would be like the same experience as me. Obviously, she's a bit older than me, but in terms of like, I know what she's talking about in terms of like, it would be probably her parents, my grandparents, like, so I completely get what she's saying because that's what it was like.
Oh man, I mean, man, you just don't know how good I feel to be having you to come on. I want to thank you again. You know, you didn't have to do this to beam it in from London, England at this time to be on. Everybody watching the PIC TV Network, we just made history again. Our brother came all the way. He's an author from London, England. We met in Clubhouse. I gave him this link. He came on, and we just connected for history to happen with us on the PIC TV Network. So y'all got to stay tuned because this brother's going to blow up, not only in London, England, but he's also going to Africa. That means PIC TV Network, we're going to be on in Africa. This dude right here, y'all. This is the new, this brother right here. This is dude's going to do some great thing. Hey, touch my finger right there, man. Can you touch my finger right there, bro? You see?
Oh, it's the other way right there.
Yeah. We gonna make this thing touch. We gonna hook up, man. I'm so happy. So everybody watching right now, the PIC TV Network, if you want to be a part of something great and to make history with us on the PIC TV Network, again, we have new show ideas, programs that we're popping and rocking on the PIC TV Network. Get in touch with us. We have 60 brand new channels on PIC TV Network. You already see with your own eyes. We're connecting with London, England, and our brother is going to take off and make it happen over there. We're making it happen in the United States. We're making it happen in Germany. We're making it happen all the way into Japan. We're making it happen in Australia. We're making it happen all over the planet. Hey, PIC TV Network is on the move because of you. My brother, we're going to talk again, man. Get some rest. You probably, man, you're going to get some rest when we hang up. You'll get some rest.
You know, I'm going back to work, you know. This is I'm on the night shift. I'm on the night shift today.
You on the night shift?
If I wasn't on the night shift, I never would have met you tonight. I would never would have met you tonight if I wasn't on the night shift.
You're on the night shift. Hey, everybody, thank you for your time. We're going to come back with a full interview. And London, England is on with PIC TV Network. We're doing some big things. Hey, until next time, thank you for watching, everybody. God bless. Stay safe. Keep doing the right things. Wash your hands. Wear your mask. And stay blessed, you know, and keep watching new things coming for the PIC TV Network. We'll see you on the next program. Thank you.